You guys, this is take two. I'm really losing. I think it's the statins they got me on or something. I'm losing my mind here. I baked up two of these and went to looking at the thing and I hadn't pressed record. So we're going to have to make 3 casseroles because I've already done 2. And I'm going to cut this in at the beginning because I didn't include the recipe part of it. I didn't record that. So today I am making one of my childhood favorites. And I'm calling it Mom's Tuna Casserole because this is Mom's tuna recipe. And I just loved that as a kid growing up. We could eat that every day and I'd have been happy, a happy camper. It's something really easy to throw together, but it's got so much flavor to it. So without further ado, I'm going to start mixing this up again, and I'm just going to be tuna casserole out. I'm going to have tons of this stuff. So what are we going to use for the recipe? I got one 12-ounce bag of egg noodles, and I buy the no yolk egg noodles. That's better for my cholesterol. I got 8 ounces, half a pound of shredded, I use extra sharp cheddar cheese. You can use whatever cheddar cheese you like. I got 8 ounces of that. A 10-ounce bag of chopped onions, frozen. A 12-ounce bag of sweet peas, frozen. A 12-ounce can of tuna in water. And 2 10.5-ounce cans of cream of chicken soup. So I'm going to be preheating my oven to 400 degrees, so I won't get that going. I'm going to boil up my noodles and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. My noodles are done and ready. So I've rinsed those and I'm going to dump them in my bowl. Take my tuna, dump that into the bowl. My 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, condensed. And I'm going to put in my 8 ounces of grated cheese. And we'll add our sweet peas. And our diced onions. Look just as good as the ones I made yesterday. They're in the freezer now. I'm just going to put that in there. Now, Mom always used to top this with Ruffles crunched up, and I'm not going to make any exceptions. I'll finish this bag off. I think I'll have to open another bag. All right, that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to pop this into my 400 degrees oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. We don't want my potato chips to burn, but you want to get nice and golden brown and bubbly. So I won't tell you how long this one took because I'm going to be cutting in to the 2 that I done earlier. But now we got the recipe. All right, so on to the traying up. There you go, fresh out of the oven. Now I did end up putting that in the oven for 35 minutes because I wanted to get some golden coloring to my potato chips. But it's bubbling away there and we're going to let this cool down. Once it's cooled down, we'll come back and I'll tray some up for the freeze dryer. I'll see you then. Okay, that has cooled down plenty. So let's get this trayed up. Now this, I'm going to do 3 trays of 2.5 pounds. All right, I got 2 more trays to do the same. And I'll do that off camera and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. 3 trays, 10 squares each. Mom's Tuna Casserole. I'll let this finish cooling down. We'll get it in the freezer, get it frozen solid. Once it's frozen solid, we'll fire up Big Red over there and get it freeze dried. Next time you see this, it'll be coming out. We'll see you then. And I got all this left over. Fantastic. All right, here we go. Mom's Tuna Casserole. 40 plus hours in the freeze dryer. Nice and toasty hot. And my snack for the week. My onion ring. What do we call that? Cheese onion rings. If you ain't seen the video for these, you gotta try them. They're my, instead of buying a bag of chips now for the week, I just do one of these every week. So let's get these put away. All right, those are vacuum sealed and ready for the week. Let's dig into the tuna casserole. Now, like you guys know, I pack 3 of these squares per meal pouch, which is perfect for a meal for me. Break those up a little bit so they go in there nicer. Do that, and I'll do that 9 more times, and I'll be right back. Alright, got those all bagged up. Now let's get our 300cc O2 absorbers in there. I get these in packs of 10 from topmylar.com. Drop one in there, get the zip locked shut. Move on to the next. I'll see you when I got this done. Alright. That's preheated, so let's get these sealed. I just put that in there and I look for that to melt along the edge. I know it's got a good heat seal on that. So this will take me a couple seconds, so I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Turn that off. Unplug it. Alright, those are hot. We'll let these cool down, make sure everything's sealed up nice and tight. I'll probably leave them set out for a day or two, just make sure everything goes alright. And then we'll put them away for long-term storage. Next time I see you, we'll be opening one of these up for lunch. I'll see you then. Alright, it's time for lunch. And I'm ready for some tuna casserole. Let's get this guy open. Pack that up to the brim. Take out my O2 absorber. Put my standard 3/4 of a cup of water in. Just lock that shut. And we'll let that sit for 2 minutes. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Alright, we've been 2 minutes on that. Let's open that up. Give that a nice stir. Let's close that up. We'll give that another 2 minutes. Alright. While I'm waiting for that 2 minutes, I'd like to plug my sponsor, sort of, because I get my meal pouches from topmylar.com, and I have done for years and years, even before they sponsored my videos. And I just love the quality of their pouches, the service. It's super fast. They're just great people to work with, and made in America. So they're a small business company, and I just enjoy their product. So this is what they call the small meal pouch. It's wider than it is tall, so you can open that up, add boiling water, designed to hold boiling water, and you can eat that right out of the pouch without having to dirty a dish. So I get these from topmylar.com, and they have a couple of codes for you. The first code is BIBS, B-I-B-S. And that code is indefinite. You can use that code as many times as you like, and there's no limit on it. But that code, BIBS, is for you spend $50 or more and get $5 off of your order. So over $50, you spend over $50 and you get $5 off using the code BIBS. They have a new code now for you called BIBS 10, B-I-B-S 10, BIBS 10, and if you use that code, you get 10% off of your whole order, your entire order. Now that code is what I call a coupon code because it's a single use only code. You can only use it one time per account. So I would recommend that if you were spending like $50 on your normal order, to go ahead and use the BIBS without the 10, because you're going to save $5 anyway on a $50 order, so you don't gain anything. The BIBS 10, I would highly recommend that you use that for something more expensive, and that's it. One-time use only coupon, but you can go as high as you want. You can spend $1,000 if you wanted to, and you'll get 10% off the entire order. So that's a really great deal from them, and I'm happy that they're sharing that with you. And with that, if you use the BIBS 10 code, I do earn a small percentage of the sale on that too. So use it wisely. But if you never spend more than $50, you know, you can use it anytime you want. But if you occasionally, like I buy cases of their bags, and I buy cases of their O2 absorbers that it lasts me all year, lasts me for the whole year, you know, but that's what I buy the case. That's the most cost-effective way to buy them. And so that would be when I would use that code when I bought my case, you know. But use it wisely. So there you go. We have had that in there for more than 2 minutes because I was rambling on. So let's open this up. Give it another stir. Looking good in there. We could eat that right from the pouch. But you know me. I like to dish it up so you can kind of see what we're getting in there. Check that out. Does that look good or what? You know it does. I know it does. That looks delicious. Mom's Tuna Casserole. Let's see how it freeze dries. Now, of course, my potato chips ain't gonna be crunchy no more, but they'll still be in there. We could have separated those potato chips out and tried keeping them in a Ziploc bag or something. I don't know, package it in there, but you know what? They go pretty soft pretty quick anyway in your casserole. So let's dig into this and just see what it tastes like. Just like Mom's used to taste. That's delicious. That is going to hit the spot. Everything has come back beautifully. If I find a potato chip, they kind of just disintegrate in there. But you kind of get that potato-y taste to it. Kind of. But just a beautiful casserole. So I kind of miss talking to you guys on these videos, but I know I do tend to ramble on. And I can look at my analytics and see that people drop off pretty quickly. So I'm trying to cut them a little bit shorter, keep you guys engaged, you know, enjoying the video. So I'm going to finish this off camera. I just want to let you know it tastes beautiful. I'm going to finish this off camera. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like and that subscribe. It's extremely important to me, especially nowadays, because YouTube is starting to pay off a little less and less and less. I don't know why. So I appreciate you hitting that like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.